Girl, I thought you meant an actual nigga. I'm like, bitch, am I being hacked right now? This is not a game.
Boy.
Help
I don't
me.
got that.
It's literally, it's your boy.
It's your boy. It's literally your boy. Shit. Shop. One and only Giselle. It's your girl, BakedMarys. I am the king goddess.
Pump that shit everywhere. If you looking fine and you feeling good, put your.
I know y'all have y'all asses on time next time. Let's go. Tabernacle. Tabernacle.
Fine gentlemen and ladies. All of that right there. Hold on, B Mike, since you just got here, let me give you a little show. That's a lovely opera. BakedMarys.
And we are BakedMarys.
Always end your night on the highest of notes. And you have officially been BakedMarys. This is outfit. We disappeared. We disappeared into the night.
Good night, buds.
Good night. Good night. Your name? How you say good night?
You have officially been baked.
Girl, I thought you meant an actual nigga. I'm like, bitch, am I being hacked right now? This is not a game.
Boy.
Help
I don't
me.
got that.
It's literally, it's your boy.
It's your boy. It's literally your boy. Shit. Shop. One and only Giselle. It's your girl, BakedMarys. I am the king goddess.
Pump that shit everywhere. If you looking fine and you feeling good, put your.
I know y'all have y'all asses on time next time. Let's go. Tabernacle. Tabernacle.
Fine gentlemen and ladies. All of that right there. Hold on, B Mike, since you just got here, let me give you a little show. That's a lovely opera. BakedMarys.
And we are BakedMarys.
always end your night on the highest of notes. And you have officially been BakedMarys. His outfit. We disappear it. We disappear it into the night.
Good night, buds.
Good night. Good night. Your name? How you say good night?
You have officially been baked.
Girl, I thought you meant an actual nigga. I'm like, bitch, am I being hacked right now? Like this is not a game. Help me. It's literally, it's your boy.
It's your boy. It's literally your boy. Shit. Shop. One and only Giselle. It's your girl, BakedMarys. I am the King Goddess.
Dump that shit everywhere. If you looking fine and you ain't good, put your.
I know y'all have y'all asses on time next time. Let's go. Tabernacle.
Fine gentlemen and ladies. All of that right there. Hold on, B. Like, since you just got here, let me give you a little show.
And we are Baked Marys.
End your night on the highest of notes. And you have officially been BakedMarys. His outfit. We disappear it. We disappear it into the night.
Good night, buds.
Good night. Good night. Your name? How you say good night?
You have officially been baked.
I was ready. No, I'm not so ready. Why is my lighting so cool? Hold on.
Did you
Bro.
just up there?
Bro, why the fuck? My lighting was fine, bro.
You look okay.
You be fading away.
She said fading away. Like it's okay for 2 seconds and then
Yes, bro. So with that being said, since the lighting is just doing whatever the fuck it wants to do this morning, Valorous Day. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. And what a wondrous day it is for soup. The staff of BakedMarys has been cordially for a long time now inviting
no, we've been cordial.
Of weed and the what? Weed and the odds. This season had been premiered like 2-3 damn years ago. It was on the 15th day on the 7th month, but today it is the 24th day of the 5th month, okay, of the year of 2025. 10 hours and 15 minutes post midnight. So, brethren, sisters, and all we folk alike, come and bear witness to this is like the 4th or 5th year of your collection.
We lost track.
We should have a ball. And that's on who? Your girl, Lisa. You feel me? And right now,
Nisha.
motherfucking unicorn, you feel me? The movies.
Well, it's me. It's your girl, Tay. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Stu is in the back. I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that she was here. She's just in the background right now. Okay. And right now, this is your collective of BakedMarys. Happy fucking Saturday to you all. Like glow sticks and shit. Happy. As a matter of fact, hold on. While we doing that, let me get over here real quick before we go ahead and introduce our fabulous special guest for today. Now, this guest, because y'all know I'm always very, very intentional about how I introduce, you know what I'm saying, every guest that we have that comes in, showcases for within the arts. Now, this particular guest is very dangerous.
Literally.
This particular guest is very fucking dangerous. The first time we ever met him, he said he was toasting his fucking blunt in a fucking toaster, and he was possibly going to eat it after he got it out of the toaster. And I was like, who in the hell is that dangerous to be living life on the edge like that? But no, then I continued to know this person better and found out not only is there he's dangerous, so is his significant other. So there's a Mr. Dangerous and a Mrs. Dangerous. Okay, they're both dangerous as fuck. And me personally, I think Mrs. Dangerous might be just a smidgen more dangerous than Mr. Dangerous. Now, Mr. Dangerous is dangerous because he is always taking risk. This part I do now. He is always taking risk. He is very confident within himself in the things that he can do. He's very multifaceted, but just as dangerous as he is, he's very chill, which makes him maybe just a little bit more dangerous because you never know what the fuck you're gonna get. So with that being said, I'd like to give him a warm and dangerous fucking welcome. Please welcome onto the show, Mr. Dangerous, aka Death Guy D.
What's going on? I love that intro. That was amazing.
It was dangerous.
No, for real.
Oh man, that toaster blunt.
Yeah, don't forget. I was like, you doing what?
That speeds up the process. Can be in the house.
So for those who don't know, this is actually Mr. Dangerous is actually a returning guest. So it's very good or refreshing to see him back for a second time on the show. But for those who are not familiar with Death Guy D, aka Mr. Dangerous, we like to give the floor to all of our guests to just introduce themselves, just let the people know a little bit more about you.
Okay. Well, I go by D. I'm from Alabama. I play a lot of RPGs, fighting games, a little bit of Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, and sometimes I do skating streams just to show off like my skills and whatnot. Yeah, that's about it. That's really it.
Okay, cool. Now you said you play a lot of RPG games. That is very true. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that being said, I actually have a question now, simply because I've been playing Marvel Rivals lately, and I feel like Marvel Rivals is giving me a lot more insight into FPS games because that's not my choice of games. FPS, I'm more RPG myself because I suck at FPS games. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Do you typically feel like you play RPG because you want to play RPG, or that's what you gravitate to, or is a preference between RPG and FPS? Like I just like FPS. So how does that work for you?
For RPGs, I really just enjoy like the story. For one, I would say my top RPG would be a JRPG would be Kingdom Hearts, because the story is so convoluted and interesting. I just want to see like why is all this happening? Why is Sora going to this world and he's dead here technically? It's just like the story of RPGs pulls me in more than like the FPS. Well, the FPS is like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, I'm gonna get pissed off like in a matter of like 10 minutes because like sometimes I get a bad team, run into the bad enemy team that's smurfing or something like that, and it's just a bad time all around. But with an RPG, 9 times out of 10, I won't have a bad time unless it's Elden Ring. I'll say that.
You know what? And this not even a question. This is just more like a conversation at this point now, because I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that because, like I said, Marvel Rivals has given me so much insights of kids. So I understand why people be like, you know what I'm saying? I play with the teams, I play with my squad. I get it now. Playing with a bunch of friends, you be like, God damn, this coming from a nigga that suck. Well, I'm kind of not sucking anymore. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of not sucking anymore. But coming from a nigga who's, you know, kind of like at the bottom tier, I was like, damn, these niggas suck. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing your job? But I can remember a time where niggas was like, why are you not doing your job? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I used to be a killer all the time. So like when I used to play Overwatch and shit, I was wanting to be mercy because I'm like, I'm not shooting niggas, I'm just gonna heal. But in order for you to heal, like you really have to heal people, and I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. So by default, I was a bad healer. But I was a bad healer because I'm supposed to be the nigga that does damage. That's what I do. I'm the duelist. You know what I'm saying? So then it comes down to, or do you know what positional role that you're supposed to be playing, or do you think you know the role of the position that you're supposed to be playing? So I would say just give it another try. Even with the sucky team. Try again, try anyways. Because it's a dope game.
It is. I've tried, but it's like it gets to a point where I'm more upset than I'm having fun. Like after like an hour or so, I'm like, all right, it's time to take a break. Let's go play. Okay. Let's go play Final Fantasy or something.
Okay, and okay. Now that I can definitely understand for sure. That I can understand. And you really just be playing by yourself most of the time, huh? We don't Marvel Rivals.
For Marvel Rivals, yeah, but for Overwatch, I usually have like 1 or 2 people with me because sometimes I gotta have people stop me from like getting banned because I be getting to a point where I be wanting to argue with these niggas, and yeah, I just need that one person like, hey, I'm doing too much. Let's cut it back.
I got you.
Yeah.
I definitely understand. And yes, chat. Shout out to the chat. I see everyone. Hey, the Gates, the great Gates. I love you guys. And I see you in the chat. Best friend D, I see you in the chat. Let me see who else. Breaker, Ugly. I see you in the chat too. I see you in the chat. Thank you. Thank you all for being a part of the chat. But don't forget, if you do have your questions, absolutely, please don't forget to drop them in the chat so we can go ahead and post them up and D can answer them. Well, with that being said, we can go ahead and roll into Mr. Dangerous first clip, the first Dangerous clip number 1. What's going on?
That shit finna fall. God damn it. They're big breast Tifa. They're weighing us down.
Never mind, I see why you be stressed.
Oh man,
I get it now. Now, could you elaborate? Give us a little bit more insight as to what was happening. Look, please explain yourself. Like, please give us a little bit more context as to what was happening, Mr. Dangerous.
So this entire segment of Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was just stressful playing with just Tifa and Aerith. I don't usually play with them like in the party. Like I like Tifa, but Aerith just there by herself, she just kept getting beat up. And every time a cutscene would happen, something bad would happen. So when Tifa was walking across the platform, I just knew she was going to fall. And I was like, well, her breasts are wearing her down. Now we got to fight a bunch of big ass dogs now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was stressful.
That definitely sounds stressful. Now, speaking of stress, because this is normally where the cannabis comes into play. With that being said, if you are feeling like, you know what I'm saying, at this particular time in this point of the game, I am stressed as fuck, what is normally your stress reliever?
My stress reliever, I would probably take an edible to play like those stressful games like the Kingdom Hearts boss battles, or definitely Elden Ring. Like I think I played the entire Elden Ring game under the influence because you can't play that sober. You just can't play that game sober.
Yeah, I hear Elden Ring. I've never played Elden Ring before, but I heard that it's very stressful.
Yeah.
But I do play God of War, and that as well is a stressful fucking game as well. So I get it.
On the same level, for real.
It's just as stressful, so I definitely do get it. Now, when we're talking about, you just said edible is your, method of choice when you playing video games, or is this your definite method, or do you kind of switch back and forth between edible, or do you do flower, or how does that work? Or is it just straight edible?
It's really mostly edibles because I don't smoke that much throughout the year. It's like special occasions or when I'm going out of town, I'll probably get me a blunt or something like that. But for video games, I just take the edible so I can like focus and brush out the anxiety and all that.
That's actually smart because I tell people all the time I cannot smoke and game at the same time. Like I have to smoke before or smoke after, you know what I'm saying? Or if I have to break in between because I can't physically smoke and play on my, with my controller at the same time. So that's actually smart. Like you said, you actually can focus and use your hands when you're playing the game. Actually, I have a question for you from Breaker on what's been your favorite RPG to play high, and what's the hardest game for you to play high?
My favorite RPG to play high, I would say Monster Hunter Sunbreak. I played a lot of those harder boss battles high. It was a lot of fun because while I was high, I could kind of read the monster's attacks and just see like what he's gonna do next. So that was really enjoyable just to see that happen, like under the influence versus like being sober. Like I can't really see anything that he's doing. Probably the hardest game to play high, I would say Apex, because I don't even like Apex for one. And if I'm high playing Apex, I'm just like, I'm more aware that I don't like this game. Because I've tried it playing it high and I was like, I don't like this game, bro. I can't do this.
Yeah, Apex, you don't need motherfucking extra stress. Like Apex is stress all on its own.
Yeah, for real. God.
So now with that, God damn it, I just lost it too. Okay, now with it, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not too much of an edible person. So like when you take an edible, is there a can you choose between the preference of sativa or indica, or what would be your if you could choose? You know what I'm saying? If you just had that much control over the edible that you would eat, which would you prefer?
I would say a sativa, and usually the gummies. Sometimes I'll take like the treats, but the treats like are very overwhelming to the point where I'm just sitting in one spot. Like all my focus is on one thing. I don't really like the indicas because I've had a lot of bad experiences with indicas. I always get sick or I just get extremely stuck where I can't move.
Well, that's what it does.
I don't like that.
Couch. You in it. You stuck. Couch. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. So we got another question from Bino. Do you see yourself ever stopping gaming?
Hell no. Stopping gaming. I'm gonna be 78 still gaming.
Still dangerous now.
Yeah. I actually met like one of my friends, his grandma, she used to play Dark Souls 3 like just for fun. And she was like 80 something. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not finna stop gaming.
You know what? Gaming does not have an age limit on it. I believe like probably sometime maybe like a few months ago, I actually had some memories unlocked. I think we were having discussions about like me and my sisters about how we got into gaming or like the influence of gaming. Like before I actually got my first console. My first console it was PlayStation, like the original PlayStation, which is 2 fucking buttons. That's it. Now when I had to think about it, I was like, okay, damn, I know I used to play a lot at my cousin's house because they had the Sega Dreamcast. So the first console I actually ever touched was a Sega. You know what I'm saying? But I talk a lot of shit about Nintendo, but I had to remember like there were a few times my granny had like a friend that we considered like a family friend. We called her Aunt San, Ain't San. There was a few times that, you know what I'm saying, I had spent the night over Aunt San's house. Now, actually, that's how we got on the topic. Granny was actually telling me that she was like, I know y'all didn't know at the time, but Aunt San actually used to have to smoke weed, you know what I'm saying, because she was battling with her appetite type shit. So there were a lot of times that we used to be around her because I used to be like, oh yeah, Ainsley used to be so chill. Ainsley was so chill because Ainsley used to be high. You know what I'm saying? Medicinally, she used to be high. But when I used to spend a night over her house, she asked me if I want to get on the Nintendo, and she had Donkey Kong and she had Tarzan on that hoe. Donkey Kong was hard for me, but Tarzan was really, really fun. And Aunt Sam probably had to already be like maybe like in her late 40s, like early 50s at that particular time, maybe. And she legit used to be on the games till like 2 o'clock in the morning playing Tarzan. Then jump on Donkey Kong, then play Tarzan again. Now I had to maybe about 5 or 6 years old. This woman, like, you know what I'm saying, like 10 times my age at this point.
You just locked in.
On the Nintendo, high as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, I don't feel like gaming stops at a certain age. If you game, then you just game. You know what I'm saying? Because you love to do it. That's just what it is.
That's true.
So that was a good question. You know, now we do have a follow-up question with Stu. What's your relationship to cannabis and how often do you consume it?
What's my relationship to cannabis? I would say it's a good wind down for me because I would say I would take an edible every weekend just because like my weeks it'd be like a roller coaster. Like it's ups and downs and you never know what's gonna happen. Like it's like your first time riding a roller coaster. So it would, like when it hits Friday and Saturday, I just take an edible just to like let it all go and just chill out. So yeah.
Okay, now since like you said, since you're not really a flower person, you're really more of a edible person. You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember because I'm a little bit high myself. I can't remember if you told us the story as to how you were introduced, but since you're more gravitated to edibles, because it's more like you said, a wind down for you. You're not really the flower person. How were you introduced to cannabis?
I think it was like my
last time. How did you actually get introduced? Since you're like, I'm more of an edible person.
Right.
Like my very, very first time, it was like my sophomore year of college. Like my friends, we were just bored on the Saturday. We didn't have band practice or nothing like that. And it was like, you ever smoke D? I was like I have, but I don't think I did it right. So we went to like this dark ass park, just over there chilling. And we all just had a blunt and we was smoking. And I didn't realize I was high until like I just started saying like something goofy as shit. Like we was at a park, it was a gazebo, and there was like a garden gnome just sitting up there. Like I thought I was tripping. I was like, do y'all see the garden gnome just lodged up to the top of the roof of the gazebo? They was like, nigga, you high? I'm like, no, there's actually a garden gnome up there. And then niggas walked over there. And it was like, oh shit, you went lying. And I just like bust out laughing. I was like, these niggas really think I'm just that high.
You know what though? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know how people feel about clowns and shit? Like, I ain't scared of hoes, but like, gnomes creep me the fuck out.
They are scary.
Gnomes creep me out, bro. I see gnomes, I'm like, I just don't believe y'all just be sitting and people going like, oh, like y'all got something going on. When it's nighttime, you motherfuckers do something. Y'all come alive. Y'all do something. Like, even if it's just protecting the garden, like, bro, y'all do something because gnomes are creepy, bro.
Come out at night like gargoyles, goddamn.
Oh, like, bro, okay, we have Blunt Total. Blunt Total has a question as well. But do you feel like edibles get you higher than flower?
Yeah, because edibles, it's like a raging bull. Like you take your chances if you can control it or not. But like with a flower, I have a little bit more control about how high I can get. Like I know I'll mellow into it, but when the edible hits, it's either gonna hit hard or it's gonna hit like mildly. Yeah. It's like you pick your poison. It's a 50-50 toss up.
Okay. Well, this has been noise. With that being said, we can go ahead and slide into the next dangerous clip, which I believe is dangerous clip number 2. And bombs away.
Oh, son, bro.
No, I gotta get you.
Dead.
Oh no!
My booty.
Oh no! I was
D.
getting out of there.
I'm in traffic. I put down at one
I gave you a little extra health. There you go.
Get him out of here! Out of there!
No way! No way!
I'm still stuck on my booty.
I don't know who said that. I don't know who said that.
My booty. Sorry. So you say you don't like RPG, but here we are seeing you with a 5-player kill streak. How does shit like that? Now, this is for me. This is going to be my first question because once again, this is coming from dead ass experience, or from a person who does not like FPS games, who is not the best at SPF games. How does it make you feel genuinely when you go on streaks like that? Like you got KOs, triple KO or 5K. Not 5K. Hopefully you do get the 5K kill streak, but like a 5 kill streak. How does it make you feel genuinely, knowing that this is not your genre of gaming?
I like FPSs. I'll say I like Overwatch a lot more than most FPSs because that's one I've been stuck on for years. Like when they dropped the beta, the private beta, I was on that every single day. But with this, a lot of people know I play Lucio, and the reason I play Lucio is because he rides on walls, he skates, and it's just fun to play. He has so much mobility. But stuff like that is really exciting to do because most people can't do that. I can't play Lucio because he moves around too much. But yeah, I do enjoy Overwatch a lot more than most FPSs.
Okay, so you have a particular game like Overwatch. If you're gonna play FPS, I'm gonna play Overwatch because that's the game. That's the game that you know what I'm saying. I do the best at. I can understand that. Now we do have a follow-up question again from Breaker. Have you ever discovered something in the game or tried a new play because of being high?
Oh, what did I do that in? I think I played Monster Hunter World high, and I figured out that I could play longsword because that's not my weapon of choice. Towards end game, it was a lot of hard hitting monsters that just wasn't going down to my regular weapon, the great sword. So I started playing longsword high, and I don't think I ever got hit during that entire playthrough. Just going in on monsters.
And once again, one of those genuine feelings where I did that shit. Like I said, I got to that bitch escape. And I don't even be doing this shit for real. I'm pretty damn good. We feel Okay, now with that being said, when is it? Because the last time you came on was for a totally different showcase. Now, when we're talking about gaming, what was the game or what was the system? What was it in general that gravitated you to gaming? You know what I'm saying? Whether if it was I wanted this console, or I used to play this game. What got you to this point where you were consistent enough to be I'm a video game? How did you get here?
So when I was 4, my family used to say I was a badass child. And I had a lot of energy. So my sisters, they had a PlayStation 1. They was let's see if this will, ease them down. So they got me on that, and I started playing this Rugrats game. It's a real old Rugrats game. Did you play it? Did you play it? Yes.
Bro, yes, that was my shit. Bro, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Oh my god. I played that game so much.
What was your favorite thing?
I think the when you had to fight the robots in that little facility, when you had to zap them.
Yeah. Okay. So for those who don't know, because you know what this crazy? I was thinking about that game last week. I was like, oh my god, that's my favorite game. So for those who are not looking, so for those who are not familiar, if you go and look it up, yes, on PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1, Rugrats had a game where they so this is pretty much what the setup was. They were on this they went to Reptar Land or whatever Reptar Studios. That's what it was. It wasn't even Reptar Land, it was Reptar Studios. All the characters were there, and of course, per usual, Rugrats get split up from their parents because they motherfucking parents not watching them. Now they run around all these.
Yeah, they on an adventure.
Yeah, they on basically that's what it was. They on, but each adventure was a different set. It was set up to where it was supposed to be a movie or a film. So for me, my favorite ones used to be the racing games. I used to always play as Angelica. When I tell you, I go fucking mud sliding on niggas. Because you could pick like different things. They had a desert one, they had one in the swamps, and they had another racing game. It was that one, and it was I know what you're talking about with the 8. No, it was the one with the western setup.
That was another one, yeah. That one was hard as hell.
Yeah, so for those who don't, if you're not familiar with that game, you might want to go on YouTube and see if it's
Please check it out.
I'm sorry, you caught me off guard with that one. I didn't think you could pull that one out for real, but please continue.
Oh yeah. They we didn't have like the memory card, so like I was playing that game from start to finish, like every other day, like just going through the game because it was just really fun. And I remember you brought up the racing thing. And I just remembered who I played on there. It was the granddad because he was just so big in the car, and I just thought that was silly. I was like, why is this old ass man in the car?
You can play with the granddad?
I think you had to unlock him.
Shut the fuck up.
I think so. Yeah, you can play with the granddad.
See, and you had older cousins, so see, I would have known that I was the oldest. Like it was just me playing on the game, so I didn't even know you could like unlock the fucking character. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then when I started playing that, I moved on to like the PS2, and the first game I played on there was the Powerpuff Girls. That game was dope. Like you'll think like, oh, the Powerpuff Girls, but no, that game was really fucking fun.
I know exactly the game that you're talking about.
You had to say the people from being controlled by Mojo Jojo.
Yup.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing because the evolution of games now, like I'm thinking about the way the games look in my head right now, and we be looking like, what the fuck is this shit? Like in today's time, what the fuck is this shit?
Exactly.
Oh my god, how exciting! I did not think you was gonna say that game. That is crazy.
It's a hidden treasure right there.
Right. So since we on the subject, I don't know if you played. It was this game called Spin Jam. Have you ever heard of Spin Jam that was on PS1?
Spin Jam. Probably not.
Well, you had to pop the bubbles.
Oh no, I was playing Rugrats too much.
I had a few of them. Spin Jam was actually my first game that I got on I got with my PS1. Spin Jam was the first game that I ever played. And it was this game, it was kind of like anime based. It was, if you go back and look at it, it was kind of like anime coding. Like pop a bunch of bubbles like before the time went off or whatever. I can't really explain it. It was that one in Casper had a game too.
So who?
Casper had a game on PS1 too, where you had to go all around the world.
Yeah, check them out. Casper had a game.
As a matter of fact, there was this one particular level on Casper, and I used to play it a lot because I used to lose that one a lot. And it had this particular like sound to it. It'd be like dun 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 dun, like this or whatever. So when Nelly Hottenher came out, I was like, the sample sounded the same. So I had to try to Google to figure out if he sampled the Casper game for that fucking I don't have to check that whole out.
Hey, leave Dirty alone.
Nelly done cleared the sample.
You thought when niggas weren't playing it.
No, people do that though. I know J. Cole, he sampled Ansem's theme from Kingdom Hearts on Dollar in the Dream. I think the third one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, that took me all the way back. Well, it's nice to know that PS1 is what got you here.
Definitely.
That's crazy. Now, if you had to, let me think about how to word this. If you had to choose, it doesn't matter the timeline. If you had to choose, what console would you say has been throughout your entire gaming career has been your most favorite to play on?
Most favorite to play on? I would say PS3.
That was your favorite console? Ooh, you know what? PS3 is good to me. The model, like the way they made it, because I can be shallow sometimes, and I always thought the PS3 was so good the way they made it. It was just ugly as hell.
Yeah, it's a fat ass console. Like I think they came out with the Slim a little too late, and I was like, I'm gonna just stick with this. I say the PS3 because a lot of that was my first time into online gaming, and that's when I realized that these people are out here and they're racist. They're racist as hell. I got on Call of Duty, and I saw some of the most heinous shit. Like Black Ops 1 was my first Call of Duty. But I had fun on there, but I ran into like a lot of racist people. Like one dude, it was so fucked up. Like he had porch monkey as his emblem. And I asked him, I said, what is a porch monkey?
Oh,
and
no.
This nigga said, he said, it's a nigga. And then we went straight into the game. I was like, I gotta kill him. I said, I gotta kill him soon as the match started.
That's crazy.
I was like, this is so bad. I was like 12 around that time. I was like, damn.
Now, it's funny that you mentioned it because, you know, as much as we enjoy gaming and talk about all the positive things in gaming, you can't help but to shed light, you know what I'm saying, on the negative aspects, because sometimes gaming is not always peaches and syrup shots, you know what I'm saying? So when you're in those experiences where you're having an experience like a racist moment, you know what I'm saying, or playing on a game and you know what I'm saying, you feel like you're being attacked or people are trying to attack you because you're black, you know, however the case may go. How do you navigate through that? And is this one of the things that you use to help you navigate through it, or how does this work for you?
When I was younger, like when I was going through the most racism, like in gaming, I couldn't really argue with people because, you know, my mom was in the house, like I didn't want her to hear me saying this to them. So I kind of just got better to where I could just beat their ass without having to say anything. Like let my skills show instead of me having to talk shit to you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now, do you feel like there's ever been a time where it was actually a comment that was said to you that pissed you off so much that you might not have touched the game for a minute, or you feel like you typically don't let stuff like that generally, you know what I'm saying, get to you for the most part?
I don't think anybody's ever pushed me away from a game. So no, I don't think that's ever happened for me.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm about to say that's really good. But then again, you did just say that, you know, you made sure that you were at a point in, you know what I'm saying, your skills where you could go back and just whoop a nigga ass if you feel something important to you. So,
Right.
Now, okay. Don't forget, chat, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and head to our next dangerous clip number 3. Oh, dangerous.
Oh God! Oh, I didn't lean back far enough.
Now this actually doesn't look so dangerous to me. This actually looks like peace. It looks like you were thoroughly out there just frolicking on the skates and you were just really enjoying yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, how long have you been skating?
I would say I've been skating consistently since 2021, but I've been skating like on and off since I was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's normally what niggas do. Most niggas can skate. We just don't skate consistently enough to be like, I skate. Because most niggas really can skate. We can. We just don't do it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But we don't have like the space and the opportunity, you know, to be able to do it, you know, like access to somewhere like how he on that that surface.
Yeah, because like down here, we had like skating rinks. You had like Lockwood. There's Alameda skating rink. There was a time we had like Shaggy Blues, but Shaggy Blues didn't last long. So honestly, we just had Lockwood.
I never even heard of it.
You don't remember Shaggy Blues? It was real. If you don't know, that makes sense. It was real.
It was real quick. It must have been real quick.
It wasn't long at all. It was called Shaggy Blues, and I want to say Shaggy Blues was somewhere like off of Tidwell and Mesa. I might be wrong, but it was like Tidwell area. But like you said, it did not last long. It was not a big thing at all. But yeah, that's pretty much what we had. I don't think. I mean, unless you just took your skates, you know what I'm saying, and went outside, like in the driveway, you was skating up and down the street and shit. We don't really have like areas or like she said, the cement, the ground where you could, I guess, like a skate park.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like an outdoor rink.
Park down here, not that I know of.
We actually just got that one. Like, we had the World Games here in our city, and they started building a bunch of shit, and the skate park was one of them. They actually have like a skateboarding park with bowls and everything. And we recently got like an award for, I think, the 3rd best skate park in the world or something like that.
Damn.
Well, you know, we used to have a skate park. We used to have a Van skate park over there off I-10, and like where that IKEA and that movie theater and stuff at. It used to be a Van skate park over there way back in the early 2000s, but it didn't last that long.
Yeah, because when nobody driving out to that shit, niggas barely be trying to drive to IKEA. Niggas just say IKEA, you be like, you gonna drive to IKEA? Like IKEA is one of them things. Like if you driving to IKEA, you're going to IKEA for a specific reason. Like it's something that
you better be getting something.
Yeah, like bro, niggas just don't drive to IKEA. So I'm not just gonna go and drive to that skateboard. That's far.
Yeah, exactly. No.
That's wild. No wonder why they say that. I ain't even never heard this shit, but I know why, because it's too fucking far. Who can drive up there?
I Googled it one day because my baby asked about it. She said, "Did y'all used to have some skating stuff?" I said, "We got skating rings. That's it."
Yeah, that's it. And for the most part, the skate rink that you went to, depending on the side that you stay on. Like for us, we stayed on the north side, so we not driving to fucking Alameda. Yeah. Unless somebody maybe had it just like a party at Alameda, but for the most part, niggas is not driving to Alameda. We finna take our ass right to the Fifth Ward, right to the Lockwood, and just pray that you make it away. That's it. Better leave at a certain time when it starts to get dark.
Better call your ride.
No, seriously, you need to call your ride, because it used to be like they cleaned up Lockwood a lot, but like when we was younger, it got to the point where if you wasn't out of there at a certain time, like on some shit, you might have got caught in the crossfire or some shit for real. Like that type of time.
And we was kids.
Like it got to a point where Lockwood was actually closed for a little bit. They had to shut that whole down. Because it was
I didn't even know it was still a thing, you know what I'm saying? Just because I thought it was, really still like kind of like gang infested. I don't want to say gang infested, but still like violent, kind of like that. So I didn't know it was really still like open.
Now, I don't know if they closed it permanently. I don't believe so. I feel like that's something when they would have been a big deal if they would have closed down Lockwood. But I know they did clean it up. I feel like I went to Lockwood within the past 10 years, maybe, which is still a long time. But I went up to somebody maybe having a party with something going on, and we had went up to the Lockwood. Something was going on. But you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. They actually do have a skating rink on the east side too. They have one on the east side too.
That, but I don't remember what's the name, but I seen that somebody that I know just went there. So
one of my homeboys' baby had his party there a few years back, maybe about 3 or 4 years back, and that's how we found out they had one on the east side. But it's like deep off in the east side though.
It sounds like a rink we got in Fairfield. Well, we had it. It was like Fairfield is like the worst hood here. So it was like always a fight at the skating rink, always somebody finna get the shooting. But it was children. Like these were small children. We were like 12 years old, going on 15 and stuff like that. Like 12 to 15. Okay. It was like always a fight out there. And one time, T.I.'s son was supposed to be coming, and it was like so crowded around there, and people were like, "No, I want to meet T.I.'s son. I want to meet T.I.'s son," and a fight just broke out, and they had to close the rink down. And I think after that day, it was officially closed down. Like I don't think they've ever reopened it.
T.I.'s son came to Alabama?
Yeah, he which one? The real light skin one. I think his name King.
The one is No. King. You talking
King,
about
the one that just had the baby.
That's what I said. You talking about
baby?
The retarded one. The one in
Yeah. I think he the one that just had the baby.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. If this ever go live with somebody, I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, T.I. too. Fuck that. I'm sorry, but fuck that. Y'all know y'all child ugly shit. So I already said it already. Fuck that shit. Y'all, I'm sorry, but y'all know y'all child ugly, bro. And y'all know he be doing retarded shit. So it is.
You do.
Now I like Damani. Damani is the one who's really talented in the what's the old school style?
He the older
one. The one that make the alternative music in Damani.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, King, they can have his last.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Honestly, considering his history, he might have been the reason the fucking fight broke out.
Probably so. Because I never saw him myself. I just saw a bunch of kids like brawling, like small children.
And he was probably one of the small children brawling.
More than likely. But they had to kick everybody out. Like the police was there.
That's crazy. That's wild. Great story. Great stories. Great fucking story. Oh man, that's crazy. Now, do you feel like, is there ever a time where you have got, because I know you said sometimes when you're on the game, depending on the game you're playing, you know, it can get a little stressful. Do you feel like skating sometimes can be a stress reliever? Has there ever been times when you got off the game and just went to go skate?
Yes. I go skating like almost every Friday after work just to chill out. Just go out there and, you know, try some new moves, practice. Like I think skating is one of those things where I can really be at peace. Like I sometimes I get angry if I can't get the move right, but then I just remember like you got another day to skate, so you don't have to get this move right away. Wow. You can just enjoy the time now that you have it.
Wow. As dangerous as you are very mature.
I try to be.
Because that was a really dope thing that you would say. Like you said, I still got another day. You know what I'm saying? If I can't perfect it today, I can get it right tomorrow. Exactly. And I don't think I think sometimes a lot of us get so caught up in the day that we're in, that we don't think about like, bro, you got a whole nother day to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like sometimes as I get older, it's certain things that, you know what I'm saying, our elders have said to us that I'm truly starting to process now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they say you truly live to, you know what I'm saying, do it again, get it right. You start a new day, you start anew. That shit is real. It is. Sometimes you don't want to hear shit, but it's a real thing. Sorry. Yeah, it's a real thing. Truly. And I think it's one of those things like we were talking about earlier, you know, with age. Now, some people, they don't take age. Some people, they can just get it. But for others that's truly going through life and experiencing it, sometimes the things that your folks try to tell you when you was younger is just now processing and making sense now as an adult. Like, okay, I get it now. I understand what you was trying to tell me.
All right. And it don't click till it actually happened. Like you in the moment, it was like, damn, my uncle told me this exact thing right here.
They said it would be days like this. But I think that's really cool though. Now, how proficient are you with your tricks?
I would say I'm advanced. I can hang with most of the like advanced skater. Like I don't know if you've seen like, you know, the Super Bowl performance with Usher when he was skating.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Okay, but he took like a lot of the Atlanta skaters and put them on the stage, and some of them, like a couple of them, come here sometime. And I would say I could keep up with them a little bit at times. So
okay, so you look pretty proficient. Hey, Pantera, how are you? Do we have any more questions in the chat? Any more questions in the chat before I pose my, you know, I always like to ask this last question to all the guests, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see if we had any more questions in the chat before I went on ahead and pose this final question. No takers? Okay, then. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pose this final question in. So with that being said, Mr. Dangerous, do you have any grievances, any comments, concerns, whether they are pop? Oh shit! Look at this nigga. We got one question. You throw that hoe out there real quick.
Oh, you lying?
He said, "What inspires your glasses?" Why did I get these glasses? I just needed some blue light glasses. Really, these aren't prescription or anything. I just use these like when I'm looking at screens, and I like the gold rim. I just thought that looked cool to me. So
where did you get those from? Because I feel like I used to have a pair of glasses like when I was like 19 or 20. I guess back then you could just buy the actual frames like with the fake lenses that weren't prescribed. But now I can't seem to find any glasses where they're just like glasses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're reading glasses now. I'm like, what happened to the glasses that you could buy with no prescription? So where did you find the glasses?
I actually got these from Amazon. Like I just needed some blue light glasses. And I was looking on there and I was like, ooh, these are pretty cool. So I was copped them from there.
And they're called blue light glasses?
Yeah.
And do they do something in particular? Since they're called blue light glasses, or is it just a brand?
No, it's it keeps the screen glare from like hurting your eyes or straining your eyes if you're looking at the screen for long periods of time.
Okay. Interesting. Now we do have another question from Banaka. What's one gaming moment that blew your high that you haven't forgotten? That's good.
That blew my high. I'm trying to think. I think when I fought Mesmer in Elden Ring, like I was the fight started out okay. You just poking me with a lance, and then the second phase came. This nigga turned into a snake, and this nigga turned into a snake and dropped a bomb on me, and just started like just going stupid. Like he just kept biting me, and I didn't know how to react to it, and I was like, I can't do this right now. I need to come back to this. And the elbow was already kicking in, so I was already over. I was like, I'm not feeling this fight.
Mrs. Dangerous say you need to put your real glasses on you, you can't see.
I got on contacts right now. I can see.
Okay, well. He say he got on his contacts.
I'm prepared.
Now, if we don't have any other questions, okay, let me see if I can get this one out. Now, with that being said, once again, Mr. Dangerous, do you have any grievances, comments, or concerns, whether positive or negative, about the gaming industry, any games, or the gaming community?
I'll say that I don't like where the price ranges are going right now. Like ever since Nintendo dropped the Switch 2, it's been, this thing going around that they're going to be releasing Mario Kart for $80 to $90.
Oh, no. I heard that.
Yeah, and Borderlands 3.
Yeah, we just said that, I think.
Yeah. Like the dude from Borderlands 3, everybody was complaining about the game's gonna be $80. And he was like, if you're a real fan, you'll figure it out. I'm like, all right, so we should all just rob your ass then. We can figure it out about a game.
They don't be giving a damn, because I feel like at some point these companies start to get real fucking greedy, and it becomes a thing instead of like, you know what I'm saying, servicing the community, you know what I'm saying, giving them great games at a reasonable price, you know what I'm saying, and not overcharging or overdoing it. It's all about money. Everything is about money, and money.
It's bad. And PlayStation, they're taking away their Star program, where I think you get games for a discounted price based off the games you buy. I'm like, damn, what do we have now? Huh?
You talking about the essential? I mean, the essential. Which one is it? The tier, the highest tier?
Oh no, not the PlayStation Plus. It's like it's like the Nintendo points thing. Like where if you buy a game, you get a certain amount of points where you can get a discount on the game.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they taking that shit away. So.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I never really got that far into, because like, when we started off gaming, because like I said, there was a time in my life where I was robbed of all of this, so I'm just not starting to get back to it. So I didn't really get a chance to get to the point where I didn't get to start off playing online and doing, like you said, the STAR program and all these other things and incentives that people got to enjoy. I didn't get a chance to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. Let me see. Hold on. Comments. Okay, Mrs. Dangerous, talk your shit. The crazy part to me about the gaming industry is we talk about how easy it is for them to make more games quicker now, but the prices keep going up.
Man.
Something's not adding up.
Then the games, they don't be all the way there when they launch. So, what am I paying $80 for?
Or you pay for them and they got all types of glitches and bugs and shit. Like I remember shit, I stopped playing Gotham Knights. Now, granted, Gotham Knights wasn't really like an $80, $90 game. I want to say Gotham Knights is more like in the 40s or 50s type shit. But even still, like, why the fuck am I paying all this game? This glitching out. They fixed the bugs, but because by the time when I came back, I took a long ass break, and when I came back, I was like, oh, okay, they must have fixed or updated some shit. But before, when I first started playing it, I was like, why the fuck is this shit glitching like this? It was like I got to a certain checkpoint and I couldn't get to the other part. It was like it just wouldn't let me get to the other part.
And this happened like a lot. Like even with Cyberpunk, like I think that was the biggest thing that happened. That game released and people would say it was completely unplayable. It was bad.
I heard, but you know what? I also heard a lot of people say now maybe this might have been after they fixed the bugs, but a lot of people were saying that they enjoyed playing Cyberpunk.
Probably so. I never got a chance to play it because I just heard like the game didn't work. So I was like, why would I buy a game that don't work?
Right.
What's the point?
No, totally understandable. But I heard a lot of people say that they did end up liking the game. Now, me personally, Denzel tried playing the game. He said it was stupid. It looked stupid. But I enjoyed the anime though. I really enjoyed the anime.
It was amazing. It was really sad at the end, but it was like this was done well. It's realistic. I'll say that. Like this shit would definitely happen.
According to the game storyline, like you look at it, it was really good. They did a good job with edge runners. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been a pleasure, of course, having you on here and having you on here again. So if you guys are fucking with Mr. Dangerous, aka Death Guy D, you can definitely go show him some love. I think we still got your banner. Let me see from the first time. Yep.
Hey, there we go. Appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. I enjoy these interviews. Like, I enjoy watching y'all. They always have some really good topics, and it's really entertaining. So I do appreciate y'all.
No, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a community that propels us, and you know, you could have said no. We could have reached out and come right here. No, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
No, I never do that.
But we have so much more in store coming up once we go ahead and wrap up this tour. You know, every time we come back with something new, we always seem to take it to BakedMarys to greater heights. So, you know what I'm saying? We got some shit stored and lined up for y'all, for sure. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start tagging ourselves. So, you can find me. Oh, my God. It's me, Mario. Okay. You can find me, your favorite fucking unicorn, Moody Girl. Where the hell is my banner? Oh, hell no. You can find me on all socials, literally on all socials at Young Goldilocks. Nothing has changed, you feel me? And if you, want to purchase with your unicorn, I know I have my online cannabis boutique, selling cannabis topicals, cannabis accessories, and all that jazz, you feel me? And y'all just need to follow the website in general because I'm going to be posting a lot of my updates with my comic book on there and taking pre-orders on there as well. You know, dates are coming soon. I'm just letting y'all know, taking the pre-orders, doing the updates. And if you want to buy exclusively my comic book, you can get it exclusively from me. So make sure y'all are, you know what I'm saying, familiar with the website so y'all can check up for the updates as well. So Moody Girl is out. Hold on.
Why are you doing that?
Hold on. Don't do it yet. Just wait. Just hold on because I got.
Well, while she's doing that, thanks again to our special guest, Mr. Dangerous, for gracing us once again. Hello, people. This is where you can find me here on Instagram at myskin_is_myskin. Thank y'all for coming to this dub stream to the University of Weed, aka BakedMarys, WATA. And Baked out.
I don't know. God damn it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was trying to take us like out of the format. Now, with that being said, of course, you know, Stoop is in the background. King Goddess is not here with us today, but if you want to fuck with the King, you can follow her on all platforms. That is King Goddess with 3 underscores, literally. And as far as your squirrel, your boy, the Stoop is concerned, you can follow her on all socials. Twitch Stoop Kid with 5 eyes, and also Twitter Stitter Lord. What is going on? Twitter Stitter. I'm not sure what's happening. Let me start over. So again, you can find Stoop on Twitch with 2 zeros, 5 eyes, and then you can find her on Twitter with just the regular 5 eyes. You feel me? But as far as the collective is concerned, you can follow us on all socials. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. You can follow. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Like I said, you can follow us, the collective, on all socials at BakedMarys, except for Instagram. We are baked_Marys. You feel me? And with that being said, oh Lord, trying to get to all these banners, Lord, is crazy. You motherfuckers have officially been. Why is it not showing? There you go. Officially been. BakedMarys is out. Wow. See y'all next time.
Y'all take it easy.